In the past few decades, we have not only questioned the nature of reality but started to create a virtual reality of our own. We live in a digital world now. Approximately half of the world uses a certain kind of mobile device, and the use of smartphones is increasing every day. With new attractive features on social media and a more user-friendly interface in the operating systems, nearly every sector is increasing its dependence on computers and smartphones. Technology is rapidly growing, and with each passing decade, human life has been slowly mixing with the technical world. The period of 70s and 80s saw the introduction of computer-generated imagery to simulate real-life objects on the screen. Simulation played an important role in creating a platform called virtual reality, and which facilitated the rise of systems such as Xbox gaming. Today, we will discuss these alternate reality systems and more particularly mixed reality technology. My name is Siddharth and you are watching The World of Science. Mixed reality is innovation and a new addition to the spectrum of extended reality technologies. Extended reality includes experience mediums like virtual reality or VR and augmented reality or AR. VR and AR both use certain pieces of information and provide a visual experience to the user. VR allows one user to completely indulge oneself in a digital world, like a gamer playing simulation games wearing VR glasses, while AR projects the digital objects on the real-world images. One example of augmented reality is Google Lens, in which we focus our smartphone's camera onto an object and we get to know its information in the real world. AR overlays the computer-generated digital images onto the real-world environment. You must have played or heard of a game launched a few years back known as Pokemon Go. That game was the perfect example of augmented reality, in which digital images of Pokemon characters were placed on the digital map of real-world locations around you, and was also an initial step taken towards mixed reality. Mixed reality is the next step in these extended reality systems and a particularly advanced stage of augmented reality. Mixed reality or MR also allows the user to manipulate the digital images that are projected in the real world. Thus, it is taking AR to the next level. It is a complex technique to mix the real world with the artificial digital world and make the user interact and further manipulate both realities. It is a blend of the physical and digital world involving a three-dimensional interaction of humans, computers, and the surrounding environment interacting with each other. The term and concept of mixed reality was first proposed by Paul Milgram and Fumio Kishino in their 1994 paper, A Taxonomy of Mixed Reality Visual Displays. The paper focused on visual displays, and mixed reality was proposed as a particular subset of virtual reality technologies that involve the merging of the real and virtual world. 6 types of hybrid mixed realities display environments were identified. Unlike AR that only projects the digital images on the physical environment, MR continuously adds more information about the surrounding that allows the user to interact with changing physical space, and unlike VR, you are not completely immersed in the virtual world with no information about the surrounding. Mixed reality is a spectrum, a virtual continuum that connects the two extremes, that is real and digital world. While AR uses the real-world spectrum and VR involves another end, that is digital world, mixed reality concerns itself with a wide range, merging AR and VR technologies with more interactive features than both. The application of mixed reality includes understanding of the environment, spatial recognition and mapping, understanding of human movement such as eye tracking, hand movement tracking, speech recognition, capturing spatial sounds, positioning the body in real and digital worlds, and so much more. New advanced sensors are used to make sense of the surroundings. These sensors take the environmental input like the body movement of the user, topography, manifold of physical space, lighting and sound coming from the environment, and matching an appropriate location with the data present in the database. In a simple sense, you are seeing the real world onto which the digital images have been projected like the AR, but here the virtual objects are also integrated into the real world. You can manipulate the digital images overlaid in the real world, but can also make use of the physical surrounding while interacting with the digital one. For example, any virtual object projected under the table will be visible only if you sit down and look under the table. This level of interaction makes you feel comfortable with the use of technology and does not isolate you from the real world. It is more user-friendly and less isolating than the other two technologies. With inputs from the environment and new perceptions, experiences start to blend between the physical and digital world. One of the popular examples of MR is Microsoft's HoloLens. It is a commercially available mixed reality device. You can wear it around your head and the lenses in front of the eye will project the holograms around which you can interact as if they are real objects existing in the real world. It consists of 3 sensors and 5 cameras and a learning system that gathers information about the surroundings constantly. Just imagine you are Iron Man and Jarvis is projecting a hologram on the top of the map of the Stark Expo model, in which each part can be placed independently anywhere, hidden, and then retrieved later. You can sit around with it and walk around like the virtual things are happening in the real world. You can interact with the virtual objects as if they were physical objects. HoloLens provides such an application that allows one to interact with, similar to the experience we have on touchscreen smartphones. It allows the medical students to understand the visually impaired patients by simulating the experience of patients. Complicated surgeries can be simulated in real time, allowing doctors to have a greater level of clarity and fluency. MR can be a very useful tool in the education field. We can perform virtual experiments and understand the practical nature of scientific models much easier. MR will revolutionize the gaming experience. Just imagine a villain like Ravan fighting you digitally in real-life location. The movie wasn't particularly up to the mark, but the concept was unique and can be possibly implemented by mixed reality technology. Imagine you can try out different clothes without actually putting them on, or can digitally put paints on your wall to check which colors suit them best. Mixed reality can provide such features, and big companies such as Apple are already working and patenting the developments in the field of MR. Let us hope the future will be as exciting as it sounds. What are your thoughts about mixed reality and its future applications? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video interesting, please leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Check out our new Hindi channel from the description below. Do follow us on Instagram for daily quality content that'll make you fall in love with science. Comment down the topics that you want us to cover in our next videos. Make sure you subscribe to the World of Science. Until next time, stay scientific.